The Mother-in-Law by Sally Hepworth, published in 2019, is a domestic suspense novel centered on the fraught dynamics within the wealthy Goodwin family. The story follows Lucy Goodwin as she tries to unravel the mystery surrounding the sudden, suspicious death of her mother-in-law, Diana Goodwin. Told through alternating timelines and perspectives, the novel explores themes of motherhood, self-discovery, and complex family relationships. When Lucy and her husband Ollie are informed by police that Diana has died, an apparent suicide, they are shaken. However, Ollie, skeptical of the suicide theory, tells the police Diana had breast cancer, a detail that later proves to be untrue, raising further questions. 10 years earlier, Lucy meets the Goodwins for the first time in their luxurious home and is immediately struck by Diana's cold demeanor. Still grieving the loss of her own mother, Lucy had hoped to find a maternal figure in Diana. However, tensions surface when Diana, a philanthropist dedicated to helping refugee women, expresses disapproval over the extravagance of Lucy's wedding preparations. As the narrative shifts between past and present, a portrait of Diana emerges that is both complicated and surprising. Although emotionally distant, she was deeply committed to her values. When Diana chooses to help a young refugee woman, Ghazala, give birth, missing the arrival of her own grandson, her priorities come into focus. Her actions, though seemingly cold to her family, often reflect a deeper sense of purpose. In the wake of Diana's death, secrets surface. Lucy and Ollie learn of financial troubles tied to Ollie's business with his friend Eamon, and Lucy discovers that Ollie had secretly accepted money from his father, defying Diana's wishes. Diana's backstory is revealed as well. Pregnant at 20 and rejected by her family, she chose to raise Ollie alone, an experience that shaped her tough love approach. Suspicion intensifies when police determine that Diana was murdered, possibly smothered, and that no traces of the euthanasia drug found near her body were actually in her system. Tensions rise among the Goodwins, especially as Lucy begins to question those closest to her. She notices bruises on Nettie's wrist, Diana's daughter, and recalls moments of strain within the family, including Diana turning off a baby monitor during a family dinner and offering unsolicited advice during Lucy's postpartum depression. Ultimately, Diana's will shocks the family. She has left everything to her charity, further underscoring her commitment to service over family wealth. Yet even amid conflict, Diana and Lucy share rare moments of understanding, like bonding over their shared belief in raising self-sufficient children. These glimpses into Diana's motivations deepen the central mystery, leaving readers to wonder, who really knew the woman at the heart of the family? In a flashback, Nettie confides in Lucy about her infertility and hopes to pursue IVF, but Diana refuses to fund the treatment. During a tense Christmas gathering, Nettie lashes out at Diana for her lack of financial support, while Diana criticizes Lucy for choosing to be a stay-at-home mother. The family fractures further after Christmas when Diana, feeling isolated, is ignored by her children. 2 days before the holiday, Diana had discovered Patrick's infidelity, which is why she ultimately decided not to pay for Nettie's IVF. When Nettie later reconciles with her, Diana chooses to keep Patrick's affair a secret. Around this time, Diana is visited by Ghazala, and she recounts the early days of raising Ollie. After giving birth, Diana was taken in by her estranged cousin, Meredith, and supported herself by helping around the house. Exhausted, Diana once fell asleep and forgot to buy a chicken, and Meredith kindly bought one for her so she could rest. This memory later explains Diana's seemingly random gesture of bringing a raw chicken to Lucy's house. In the present, tensions flare as Eamon and Ollie argue, ending with Ollie physically attacking him. Afterward, Ollie confesses to Lucy that they are facing bankruptcy. 3 months after Christmas, a pregnant Lucy reaches out to Diana for help watching Archie and Harriet. Ignoring Lucy's warning not to go swimming, Diana takes the children to the pool, where Tom accidentally drops Harriet, resulting in a fractured skull. At the hospital, a furious Lucy shoves Diana to the ground. At Diana's funeral, Lucy wears the Celtic knot necklace Diana left to her in her will and cries openly. There, she meets Ghazala and Hakam, who now serve on the board of Diana's charity. Their conversation helps Lucy feel more connected to Diana. The day after the hospital incident, Diana watches Lucy care tenderly for Harriet and begins to understand her more deeply. When Tom is diagnosed with ALS, Diana reflects on her early years, working in a movie theater that allowed her to bring Ollie, and later reconnecting with Tom, then a young plumber she had met at her parents' home. Lucy visits Diana and Tom's home to apologize, and a tearful Diana tells her about Tom's diagnosis. Soon after, a neighbor claims to have seen Ollie at Diana's house on the day of her death. As police question Ollie, Lucy calls Nettie for help with the children, but Nettie appears more focused on her fertility struggles than her mother's death. In a flashback, Lucy finds Diana hiding in a closet during Tom's funeral. Lucy comforts her and takes over planning the service. Grieving deeply, Diana spirals into depression. Lucy takes her to a doctor who prescribes antidepressants. When the doctor refers to Lucy as Diana's daughter, Diana doesn't correct him. In the present, Ollie admits to Lucy that he did visit Diana on the day she died. Lucy is summoned by police and questioned about Diana's connection to an organization called Voluntary Euthanasia International. In a flashback, Nettie and Patrick inform Lucy about their fertility plans and ask her to be their egg donor and surrogate. Lucy refuses. Meanwhile, Diana, still depressed, becomes interested in voluntary euthanasia and learns how to obtain the drug Latubin. A week after attending a related meeting, she lies about having breast cancer and asks Lucy to help her encrypt emails and buy Bitcoin. Around the same time, Nettie visits Diana to again plead for money for surrogacy. Troubled by Nettie's fragile mental state, Diana agrees to consider it. Later, Patrick pressures Diana not to support the plan, and she confronts him about his affairs. He responds cruelly, insulting her parenting and threatening her. After an emotional exchange with Lucy, where both women express mutual care and respect, Diana decides not to go through with her suicide plan. On the day of her death, Diana meets with Ollie, who seeks help with his collapsing business. Diana agrees to be a silent partner in a new venture, an employment agency for refugees, and Ollie accepts. Later, Nettie arrives to press her case for surrogacy funds again. Diana reveals Patrick's infidelity, but Nettie remains fixated on getting the money. When Diana refuses, hoping to connect by revealing her own past suicidal thoughts, Nettie snaps. She suffocates Diana with a pillow, then stages the scene by pouring Latubin down her throat. Nettie later uses the leftover Latubin to take her own life. The media sensationalizes the murder-suicide, but the family is left to process the deeper truths. 10 years later, Lucy and Ollie run the refugee recruitment agency Diana had envisioned, funded by her charity. Though they continue to face financial hardships, they find meaning and happiness in their work. As they interview a job candidate, Lucy glances at a framed copy of Diana's suicide letter and reflects on how much she and Ollie have learned from the woman who once seemed impossible to understand. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.